What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Gray, your one and only corrupted angel, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I experienced today that I want to know if this happens to anyone else. Okay? So I was recently, literally this morning actually, getting my haircut done. And obviously, you have to be pretty still. You have to make sure that you're, I guess, leaning and moving in whatever way the barber hairdresser person needs you to, whether they're like washing your hair or they're cutting your hair. Point being, you have to kind of position wherever they need you to position. You got to cooperate a little bit here, and this is especially important if you're a guy. But I was exhausted today. Like, I was really, really tired. Just absolutely pooped. And I was having a rough time of it. I was just falling asleep constantly, just barely able to stay awake. And I wanted to pass out. I wanted to have a nap. And even now, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I wanna have a rest. It's too hot. It's like 35 degrees Celsius outside. I'm having a miserable time with it. And I realized that there are plenty of tasks that I do that I really shouldn't fall asleep for, but I can't help but just be tired in the moment and like almost fall asleep every time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so strange to me because it's not something that I can just say like, oh yeah, I was tired, it's all good. I had a reason. Sometimes I will be full of energy, and then as soon as I'm doing a task, I am the eepiest boy in the world, yeah? I am so tired and just like struggling to keep my head up. And it's always on something that I really shouldn't be doing that on. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's so peculiar to me, and haircuts are one of them. Every single time I get my hair cut, I don't speak to my barber. I don't talk to them. I just go in, I sit down, I give them like 2 lines of dialogue to cut my hair because they're pretty good about actually knowing how it is to cut my hair at this point. I've gone there 1,000,001 times. It's easy for them. So I don't have to do much. I don't have to talk to them. I just get to sit there and look pretty while I get my hair cut. And every single time without fail, I go from having all of the energy in the world to having zero energy. Running on empty. I'm struggling. And it is that way for so many other things that I do, and I don't know why. I have been doing all sorts of random things throughout my day, from painting to doing my haircut, doing a bit of just like personal expenditure time with my partner and this kind of thing. And every single time, there are times where I am able to rest and recover and relax and do whatever. And then there are other times where I should very much so be awake, and it feels like I have energy on the opposite things. Like, I'm chilling out with my partner, just relaxing, laying in bed, having a good time, and just watching funny videos or watching some Netflix, and I am just awake. I am like caffeine addict, over the hedge squirrel kind of looking ass awake. I am so incredibly awake. And then when it comes to something where I need to be up here, ready to go, like pumped, so that way I don't fall asleep and have a razor come across my entire head and make me look like I'm straight out of an insane asylum, I am tired as all hell. I'm sleepy, I'm struggling to keep my head up, and I don't know what is wrong with me. It's like I'm narcoleptic at that point. It is wild how that works. And I want to know if anyone else is the same, because I feel like I have heard other people say similar things to me before, but I'm not sure if I'm just coping at this point or if I genuinely have heard people talk about how they fall asleep in the weirdest of moments that really shouldn't have them fall asleep. So that's why I'm begging you guys to tell me times that you've had this problem, because it can't just be me at this point. There's got to be some sort of a trend going on here where I can get an explanation, okay? I can't imagine feeling this way and not having someone that can relate, surely, right? Nevertheless, I want to leave it there. I wanted to rant about this a little bit because I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, the strangest times, the strangest times I will pass out, like getting a tattoo. Can't stay awake for that, apparently. It's only halfway through that I'm waking up properly and I'm wide awake when the wipe happens and they tear off half your flesh because you're doing it like 4 days in a row. But point being, no matter what happens, right? I fall asleep. Oh, I'm going to fall asleep and I'm really tired on the worst times I could possibly do it. But then on the times where I'm wanting to rest, I just can't. I just can't do it. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm just trying to get to bed and I can't. But then it's midday, I've had a coffee, I'm gassed, and then I sit down to like do something important that requires a lot of focus or attention, and my brain's just like, nah, eep time, sleep now, rest, just collapse. It baffles me. Anyway, if you like the video, please do leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. I don't mind. Let me know. Give me some feedback down below. If you can relate to this, or you have a task that you do that is something that you are just supremely narcoleptic with, please do let me know that as well. I would love to hear about it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We've got plenty of content coming out throughout the week. And we've also got a bunch of Twitch streams happening every single day this week, with a bit of a weird one tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. I don't even know if this will come out on time for that. But nevertheless, I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon or morning. And I will see you in the next video. Much love and farewell, chat.